back to the channel. I hope you are all having a good week so far. Today's video is just an informal, me sitting down with you, having a bit of a chat basically, because I've been asked, not loads of times, but I've been asked a couple of times recently over on my Instagram by various people how I am such a morning person. Now, those close to me, my family who I grew up with, my parents, my brothers, even maybe Carl would probably say I'm not a morning person. I'm definitely not a morning person. I love a lie-in, always have, always will, but I feel like I have made myself a morning person purely because, obviously, I've mentioned it a couple of times in various videos that I am trying to lose weight for my wedding, which is next year, spring next year. And I think I said this back in my goals video for 2021, that I'm trying to lose weight. If you have been with me since the start of my channel, you'll have seen in the very first lockdown, I was trying to lose a bit of weight while Carl was away then. When I was living with my parents for a few months, I was doing workouts, I was doing Sarah's Day workouts, and I was trying to lose weight then. So it's kind of been a thing of mine since probably like my mid-20s. I put on, you know, probably about a stone or two. I weighed a stone or two more than I would like to, what I like my body being at, and I've never really lost it. I've lost a stone over the years, and then it slowly crept back on. And that's what happened at the start of my channel. I lost a stone in that first lockdown, and then when Carl came back from Cyprus, things started to open up again. We went out for dinner. The gym, working out, gradually took a back seat, and sure enough, I ended up putting that stone back on. Now, at the start of this year, I was like, and I've done this so many years, you may be able to relate to this. You set yourself this goal, and the year passes, you haven't reached it, another year passes, you haven't reached it. That's been me for quite a number of years. And then at December last year, Carl proposed to me, we got engaged, and then obviously wedding planning started earlier this year. Now, that to me is probably the biggest motivation I have ever had to lose weight, and something has really clicked this year. And after years of trying, I know now that I have to work out in the morning. I am not an evening worker-outerer. Is that a word? No, it's not, but we're gonna go with it. I am not somebody who can go and work out in the evening because I think about it all day long, I talk myself out of it, and I never go. So I'm the sort of person that needs to get up first thing in the morning before my brain realizes what's going on, before my body knows what's happening, and work out, get it done, and then I can go about my day and not think about working out at all, because it's done. By the time lunchtime comes around, it feels like I've not even worked out that day because it feels so long ago because I did it early, and I love that. Now, at the start of the year, me and Carl together decided that we were gonna set our alarm every day, get up. We agreed at 6 o'clock in the morning, give ourselves maybe one day to sleep in, and the rest of the days we were gonna get up, be productive, work out in the morning, it was done, and be more active and productive throughout our days. So we started doing that in January, and that set us off on a good note. And I feel like gradually over this year, I have instilled habits like that have helped me stick with my weight loss journey. Now, it's not been seamless. Even this year, it's not been seamless. I lost some weight at the start of the year. I put about half of it back on, but I caught myself sooner than I have in the past, and I started losing it again about June. So I wanted to share with you a few of my tips for getting up early. You may be the sort of person that prefers working out in the evening, and that's great. That's not me. But even these tips could help you, because it's not just for working out. You could apply this to anything. If you wanted to do anything extra that maybe you struggle to fit into your daily life because you've got kids, you've got a full-time job, you're just busy with life, then anything that you've got, whether it's studying for a course, whatever it may be, getting up a bit earlier in your day can make you feel so much more productive. You get so much more done, and I love it now. I really love it. And I feel like now if I sleep in till 8 o'clock, I dart out of bed thinking I've slept in. I mean, I might not have anything planned that day, but I still feel like, oh my God, I've lost a couple of hours. Like, you know, it's instilled in me now because it's a habit that I've repeated and repeated and repeated. So I've made a few notes because I have been asked by a few people how I get up so early. So here you go. Here's a few of my tips for getting up early, getting up when it's still dark. Because again, if you're like me, when the winter time comes, that's when my routine slips. I wake up, it's dark outside, I roll over and go back to sleep. But no longer, because I've changed my ways. And here's how I've done it. So at the start of the year, I said that we would get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Now I've managed over time to make that 5 o'clock in the morning. And I've done that probably for a couple of months now, and I'm loving it. I'm loving getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I never thought I would say that. Those words sound foreign coming out of my mouth still, but I am loving the days that I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. So here's what I do to help myself not roll over and go back to sleep. Tip number 1 is get yourself a sunrise alarm clock. Now, I bought myself this at the start of the year in January, and honestly, I don't think I could get up as early as I do without it, because I still feel when it's dark outside, when I wake up, that I shouldn't be getting up. However, with a sunrise alarm clock, and I'll show you mine here, I'll show you a picture of mine here. I got mine online from John Lewis. I think you can get them on Amazon as well. The brand is called LUMIE, L-U-M-I-E, and can't remember how much I paid, but it was probably about £60, not sure. If I can find the alarm clock, I will link it in the description box down below. But basically, you set the time that you want to wake up. Half an hour before that time, it gradually starts to brighten. The light gets brighter and brighter. It starts off like red and then goes orangey until it's bright yellow when your alarm goes off. Now, when I first started getting the alarm clock, I would wake up probably about 20 minutes before my alarm went off. The light would wake me up, and then sometimes if I was super tired, the alarm would still wake me up, the noise would. But even when the noise wakes me up, bang on my time to get up, the room is bright already, even if it's dark outside. So I think when I open my eyes and it's bright, it just makes me want to get up. So 100% getting yourself a sunrise alarm clock is my first big tip, and I couldn't be without my sunrise alarm clock now. In the winter months, it is so good. Don't need it as much in the summer, but I did still use it in the summer because it's a light right by my bedside that wakes me up and makes me not always jump out of bed, but it makes me get out of bed. Second tip, lay your kit out the night before. You've probably heard this so many times before, but it really helps. The easier you can make it for yourself to make this a habit of getting up early, if you're working out first thing in the morning, or if you're getting up to study, put your stuff, whatever it is, your study books, your clothes you're going to change into, your workout kit, put it out the night before, so that when you wake up in the morning and you're bleary-eyed and you're just waking up and you're walking around the house, you don't have to search for the things to put on or the things that you need. It's there waiting for you, and it's easy. You don't have to think about it. You just get them from the chair, the end of the bed, wherever they are, and you just put them on without even having to think. And because I can't think at that time of the morning, I can't process it. The second I've got out of bed at 5, I just need things to be easy. So make it easy for yourself. Lay things out the night before. Another tip, get up as soon as your alarm goes off. Don't snooze it. Don't roll over. Don't, just hear the alarm and sit up. Even if it's just sitting up, I feel like I get out of bed, go straight to the bathroom the second I've put got in the bathroom and the light's on, I think, well, there's no point going back to bed now. I've made the action to stand up, to walk, and I might as well stay up. Because once I've splashed my face, spread a bit of Tropic Vitamin Toner on my face, which I do before I go to the gym, I'm awake and I'm ready, and I'm not going back to bed when I've got up. So just get up out of your bed as soon as the alarm goes off. If you're a snooze person, stop snoozing. Other things that really help me get up early at 5 AM is eating healthy. It may sound silly, but I know that when we first started getting up at 6 AM at the start of the year, we found it quite difficult to do that. I think because we'd eaten, you know, rubbish food. I mean, it was delicious, but not good for your body food throughout December and over Christmas. You know, not just on Christmas, the whole of December pretty much. It made us feel so sluggish, and I find that eating unhealthy makes it a lot harder to get out of bed. If you're eating healthy and nourishing your body, I feel like your body switches on so much better than when you're feeding it junk, basically. So clean up your diet, and obviously if your goal is to get up early for the gym and lose weight, then that's obviously going to help you too. Give yourself a couple of days off, or a day off a week. I don't get up at 5 AM every single day. I get up at 5 AM during the week. Whilst I've been ill, I haven't been getting up at 5 AM. I've been getting up about 7 to give my body that extra time to mend itself and look after myself. But now I'm back to, I'd say I'm 90% of the way back to health and my normal self. I'm getting up at 5 AM again. So I wake up at 5 AM Monday to Friday, and then I give myself Saturday and Sunday a couple of hours extra. I'd say one of those days I won't even set an alarm, and I'll wake up when my body naturally wakes up, which is between 7 and 8. And the other day I will probably set my alarm for 7 to get up and go to the gym or to do whatever. I tend to give myself one complete day off from an alarm going off, and another one either Saturday or Sunday I set an alarm but a little bit later. So give yourself a day or two off from getting up so early, because then I feel like you're more likely to get up on those other days when you know you've got that lie-in waiting for you at the end of the week as a little bit of a treat. And yeah, it helps me. Read motivational, encouraging, self-development books. I never used to be into these kind of books, but this year I have read a few. I've read the 5 AM Club, I have read Atomic Habits, I have read, I'm currently reading Get Rich Lucky Bitch by Duffield-thomas, and I'm absolutely loving these books. And listening to motivational podcasts around mindset and discipline and all this kind of stuff, I find really motivates me to put these things into action. I think it was reading Atomic Habits made me then switch from getting up at 6 AM to 5 AM. I thought, just do it, just get up at 5 AM and just do it. So reading, surrounding yourself with positivity, whether it's in books, whether it's in podcasts, whether people that want the similar things to you and have similar goals and aspirations and things. I have a few ladies in my Tropic team that have a similar mindset to me and that I love talking to because they just inspire me, and we're like-minded people. So surround yourself with positive people, books, podcasts. I've really got into them this year as well. And yeah, I think the more you read and take in that sort of information, the more motivated you will be to implement those different things into your life that will make your life better. Next tip is to have a strong reason of why you want to do it. Now, I used to talk to one of my best friends, Monique. She's going to be one of my bridesmaids, and God knows how many times I've told her, I want to lose weight, I'm trying to lose weight, I've lost a bit of weight, oh no, I've put it back on. We've had that conversation so many times, and she always used to say to me, well, if you wanted it bad enough, you would just do it. And I thought, well, yeah, she's probably right. You know, if I really wanted it that bad, I would have done it a long time ago. So I think with my wedding coming up and knowing these pictures are going to be around forever, and I really want to feel, the day I wake up on my wedding, I really want to feel good in myself. I don't want to be worrying about what angle the photographer is going to get me at, the pictures my friends and family are going to be randomly taking of me. I want to look back at my wedding pictures and feel like just so happy, and that I was so happy on that day, happy in myself, proud of myself with what I've done to get there, and that is my motivation. I don't want to look back on my wedding day after I'll have waited 34 years for it. I don't want to look back on it and think, oh, I wish I'd lost weight for that. I wish I'd finally lost the weight I wanted to lose for my wedding. So rather than living with the regret of not doing it and feeling self-conscious on my wedding day, I am putting in the work now to make myself feel the best I can on my wedding day. And some people say to me, you don't need to lose weight, you look great the way you are, which is great. And I love that I have people that are so kind to me and say those things. However, you know how you feel in yourself, and it's ultimately how you feel is what matters. So I am in a really good place now, and all these things have helped this year that I've implemented. Still not quite there, but I'm definitely on the right track, and I have gotten further with this weight loss journey than I ever have before since trying, and I put it down to implementing these positive habits with ultimately getting up early and starting my day earlier. And my final tip for being an early riser has got to be, if you want to be an early riser, if you are watching this video and you're still here now, then I'm guessing you are still watching because you really want to implement this habit into your life. Ditch the excuses. You can make every excuse under the sun. Trust me, I know, I've done it. I hear it all the time with all different things, not necessarily getting up early, but I hear it all the time. I don't have enough time. I don't have the time for that. I'm too busy. I'm so busy. And some people, I think, will literally be giving it their all. They'll be getting up early, they'll be going to bed late, and their time is fully taken up with whatever they've got going on in their life. However, I think there's a lot of people, and probably the majority of people, that say those things. Honestly, I've been there. I'm not criticising you. I've been there. I've made my fair share of excuses over the years. But I think there's quite a lot of people that do have the time. They just don't make the time for it. It's not enough of a priority for them. So, which is fine. But I think if you want it enough, like Monique said, my friend said to me, you'll do it. You will. And because now I've wanted it more than ever, I'm doing it. So don't make excuses. Think of the end goal and how you will feel. That's all I keep thinking about, is how I want to feel the day I wake up on my wedding day. And that is keeping me motivated. And actually now, even days that I just want to lay in bed, it's just a habit. I just get up now and I don't really think much about it. Even when I've worked in the bar the night before. So today, for example, I worked a shift at the bar that I'm working at a few times a week. I worked there last night. I got home at 10:30. I played with Arnie for a bit. I let him out. So I really didn't get to sleep until about 11:30, and I got up at 5 o'clock this morning. Now that isn't my usual day. Obviously, if you can go to bed early, then that's better. Go to bed early, get up early. That's what I try to do. Other days that I'm not working at the bar, I will go to bed about 9:30, 10 o'clock the latest. But it's such a habit now that even when I go to bed late, I still like to get up at 5 o'clock to go and get the gym done, and then I'm home by 8 o'clock ready to start my day, when otherwise I would have only just been getting up at 8 o'clock. So yeah, ditch the excuses. If you want it enough, you'll do it, and you will honestly thank yourself so much for it. And yeah, they are my tips for being an early riser, and I hope you found it helpful. I am by no means perfect, but I know a couple of people had asked me about it, like, how do you do that? Tell me what you're doing. So I thought I would share it with all of you, and if it helps any of you, then great. But if you are not interested in getting up early, then that's great too. You do you. I am intending to bring a bit more of an update specifically on my weight loss in a video, but I'm thinking I might wait until January. I don't know how many of you are that keen to hear about weight loss before Christmas. Let me know in the comments below if you would like me to bring it before Christmas. If enough of you want me to, then I will. If not, then I will focus on all the Christmas videos, and I will bring you my weight loss journey after the new year, because I'm still not at my goal. So by the new year, I will be, I'm using that positive language, I will be at my goal by the new year, because I'm not far off. So I think it would be quite nice to bring it to you once I've hit my goal, once I've maintained it for a while, because I have my wedding dress fitting in January. It's booked now, so I have to turn up to that how I want to be on my wedding day, and then I have 3 months to maintain my figure. Can't lose weight, can't put on weight. So I think once I've hit my goal and maintained it for a while, then I can bring you my I did it and this is how I did it video in January. But yeah, let me know what your preference is before Christmas, after Christmas, in the comments box below. But I hope you enjoyed this video, hope you found it helpful. Let me know if you try it, if you are trying to implement an earlier morning, if you're trying to become a morning person. Yeah, let me know, because I've said it before, it can be a bit lonely sometimes when you're trying to lose weight or you're trying to start new habits. So every day I'm trying to be better. So it is a journey, so let's go through it together. Supporting each other definitely helps. Whenever I get positive message from you guys, whether it's on a comment on my YouTube video or whether you decide to private message me over on my Instagram account, either way, I love getting messages from you, and it definitely inspires and motivates me when I know that a video I've brought you has helped you, or whether you're doing a similar sort of thing to me and have similar goals to me as well. I find it very motivating, and yeah, hopefully I can help and do the same for you in a small way, if anything. Thank you as always for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next one. The next video is an exciting one because my mum is actually coming down this evening, and we are going to London tomorrow wedding shoe shopping. So I'm going to take my camera. We're going to have a day out in London together, and it should be a really, really lovely day, and you're going to come along with us. So subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss an upload, and I will see you in Sunday's video. Bye!